Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to Isabella Bank's YouTube channel, where we discuss all things Harry, Meghan, and the level up journey. If you're new here, I'm Wizzy, and it's great to meet you virtually. So, how has your week been so far? Or should I say, how has your weekend since Harry and Meghan's trip been so far? Have you been able to remove yourself from whatever device you're using to track their activities? The first night, I don't think I got not even 2 hours of sleep. I was just following everything up. I was in the spaces. I was looking to reach out to anyone that I could in Nigeria who was close to the activities. I couldn't get anyone personal for myself. Um, and there wasn't even enough time for me to do that. Anyway, the squaddies on ground, they did a fantastic job. Um, of representing us in Nigeria. So it's all good. It's all good. The
There
Sussex
you
squad
go.
showed up and then they showed all the way out. Like they literally put other squaddies all over the world on notice. This is the standard we expect going forward. You understand? So if 43% can do this, we want to see what the UK squad is. So Harry is 100% British, and they showed up and showed out in front of the St. Paul's Cathedral, right? So
Yes,
yeah.
they did. Yes, they did. Did you hear when one of them yelled? I'm just assuming she was a squatty, but one of them yelled, "We love you, Harry. We don't care
Yes.
about the toxic British media." Right when the cameraman was standing right there, he turned back and looked at her. She looked at him like, "Well," I just love that part.
That was fantastic for me because I think, were all set up to deny that there was any support. If it so happens that people showed up, they were ready to spin that. But there were so many videos coming
And so
from
many
the
people
same
gathered.
location that there was no way for them to spin it. Like, even if you're going to spin a story, in some way, shape, or form, you should be able to at least create some doubt to say, okay, what you're looking at is not true. People were literally live streaming from the location from different angles as well. There was no way they could spin it. They tried, believe me, they tried until the Daily Mail just gave up and just said, yeah, warm support for Harriet.
That was just so sad.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you back with me again. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Sam. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Angela. Sharon says, getting ready to go see a concert with my son. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the chat. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's cute.
Lakiva says Harry walked up those stairs like a true king. Yes. And imagine that his queen was in a hotel waiting for him to get back to her. That was the best part of the trip for me. The fact that Meghan was in the UK but in a hotel, not prepared to attend the event, not prepared to be part of the narrative. Like that girl, you remember when we were talking earlier and I said to you that she has so much wisdom. She's so young and yet she's got so much wisdom. I wish I had half the wisdom that she has at her age. Honestly, do you know how
Definitely.
long it's taken me to, as in, cut off people who are entirely too toxic? Because I always come at things from the emotional point of view, like, this, like looking for one excuse.
You sound muffled.
Oh, I always look for one excuse or the other. Is that better?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I always look for one excuse or the other to excuse the perpetrator or whoever I consider is offending me. So to see it being executed by Megan in such, even though she's doing it, she's still doing it in a very respectful way. It just says a lot about her level of self control, self discipline, her
Character.
sense of self. That's so important. Is that what they call self esteem? Even at my big age, I still don't know.
Mhm. It's a part of it to be self-aware and secure in your own self, definitely.
Yes.
But you know what? She had to learn from an early age. She had that white side of her family. Her
Yeah.
sister, that white woman, hated her, and when
Mm,
she didn't want to be bothered with her. She felt that like you said, she called Megan's mother the maid because she was
mm,
embarrassed about her father marrying her. So
mm,
she didn't have a close relationship with her. But when Megan became famous on Suits, then she tried to get back with her. So Megan
mm,
had to learn, no, you didn't want to be bothered, and she cut her off. She
mm,
cut her off. And so she had to learn early on what to do with toxic people in your
mm,
life, including the older brother. I
mm,
think she had to do the same thing for him. But she
mm,
still kept in contact with Sammy's niece. Well,
mm,
they came in contact with each other and stayed in contact with each other.
mm,
So that's something that
mm,
good came out of it.
mm.
I mean her daughter, her
Um,
sister's daughter. I'm sorry.
yeah, her sister's daughter. Forgot her name now. I should know, but I forgot her name. Um, it's just marvelous to behold because it just gives me clarity on my own relationships. No, honestly, it's almost like you just give me permission to say, do you know what? It's okay if you have to do this. If it's
Mm.
okay. All right, let me get through this video. So the Sussex squad with their Ashobi, right, showed up and showed out in Abuja. Look at this is Ashobi means like a family cloth. Asho is cloth, and then Ebi is family. So cloth of family. And they usually use it when you're going to weddings or funerals or any event of importance where you're all going together as a group. You don't even necessarily have to be family to wear like the same outfits. Just like if you declare a color for people to wear at an event, just to show, like if it's the at a wedding, groom side or bride side or whatever. So theirs, they go further. Some families take it really, really far because they actually get the people who prepare the fabric to create a fabric just for them. And if we look at the Sussex Squad outfit, they chose Invictus colors I saw from a video. So it's yellow, white, and black to show
Mm.
solidarity with the Invictus Games. That's what Harry and Meghan are in Nigeria for, anyway, right? Uh, and then, do you see the flag? They had uh, the flag that they're holding up. And actually, I should have done a blow up of it, but it says Megan is one of us. That
Oh,
reminds me of, remember when the Italian people did the same thing
yes.
the other time, right?
The adorable accent. Megan, one of ours.
Megan is one of us.
They were doing that specifically to piss off William and Charles because they
And it's
snubbed
so
their.
funny that
You remember
the
when
palace
William
is so
snubbed?
easily triggered.
But no, you remember when they snubbed. William snubbed their think it was president that was at the soccer game that they won against England, and William was such a bad loser he didn't go over and
Right.
congratulate him. Don't you remember that? That's why
Yes.
they're pissed. So that's why they're
Yes.
trying to get under their skin.
Who is this person? I haven't seen your name before. Jane Hardicray. Apologies if I've mutilated your name. It says I'm in the UK and I'm horrified. Apologies to all. Oh, why? Why are you horrified? Tell us more. I am going. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go through the Sussex news, and then we are going to do the archetypes quiz. Okay. So, uh, but before we do the archetypes quiz, we can do a calling, which would be 10 minutes. If anyone wants to come up to say anything, I'm very conscious that you're all very high powered, busy women and men. I shouldn't just say it's just women. I'm very
Mhm.
shocked to see that I had a few men in the chat, and I was because all the time when I'm talking, I think my in my head I just think it's all women, but actually there are a few men who listen and actually contribute in the chat. So I must remember to include the men when I am talking. Anyway, Jane, if you'd like to come up to say something when I open the chat for a call in, uh, don't hesitate to click on the link so that you can have explain what you meant. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get through this quite quickly. So bear with. Um, guess who is being shady as well? Getty Images. So they were talking about people hanging a banner to welcome Britain's Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. And guess what? Britain's Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, ahead of their arrival for an exhibition sitting volleyball match at Nigeria Unconquered, a local charity organization that supports wounded, injured, or sick service members. Did you guys notice that there's no warning on the photograph? And they must have gotten this from somebody else to say that the image has not been verified to be genuine. That warning they now put on all of Kate's photographs is not on this image. And that is the Sussex squad. They got together and organized a banner, which they put up in the event center, welcoming Harry and Meghan. So the Sussex squad, they did a lot, you know. They also organized a charity drive. So they took food to a couple of charity organizations. They took food and other necessities to charity organizations in honor of the Invictus Games 10th year anniversary. So yay, yay, Sussex squad.
Yeah, didn't they do something with some like a what is it, 100,000 lunch boxes to some
Yes,
type
they
of
did.
children? I can't,
Yes.
handicapped children or something.
Yes, they did. They did. Absolutely. So that was so good of them because I'm sure it must have been so well needed. Nigeria is, I suppose, as it is all over the world, but Nigeria is kind of tough at the moment because the current president, when he took over, he started making some changes which on the face of it is good for Nigeria. It would take me too long to explain, but they're all supposed to be corrective measures, which they said will make things a bit difficult to start off with, but the end result is to get the refineries working in Nigeria so that we are not exporting our oil outside of Nigeria only to have it sent back refined and paying all that money for the job of doing that. Rather, they prefer to do some things which will create the funds,
Uh-oh,
they
you're outside.
create the funds so that they could then uh, so that they can build the refineries. Um, who is this person? I am horrified at the lack of respect Megan is showing in her dress code. Actually, I'm Nigerian
Troll.
and she is not showing any disrespect, my love. So I understand she was told what to wear in order to respect culture and religion. As usual, Smegs doesn't comply. No, you were lied to. I am Nigerian and I can tell you that that is absolutely not true. So you've got it wrong as you guys usually do. Okay.
Troll.
Yeah.
Bye, troll. Nice seeing you.
Yeah. And ooh, 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 ooh. Have I banned the wrong person? Let me see. Oh my gosh. I think I have. Let me see if I can. I've clicked on the wrong person's name. Anyway, goodbye, Jane. And then I'm going to have to find. Let me put on the troll spray. Let's see. Yes, I thought I had done that already. I don't know how this person came in. And then let me go and look for uh how to bring Sam back into the discussion. I got a bit too uh click happy. Oh dear. Um so Harry played the while I'm doing that, I think I can do the two things at the same time. So the day started off with Harry participating in the exhibition uh, game. And this is just something that must have taken them by surprise in Nigeria because it's just not typically something that they would see someone of that stature doing, playing volleyball on the floor. But they don't know who Harry is. He will get on the floor and get involved. And I think they didn't show the whole thing, but uh, it's obvious that they had a good time trying to. Um, yeah, I thought I could do the two things at the same time, but I am not succeeding too well. So let me just take a moment to try and see if I can bring Sam back. How to bring someone who has been banned back? Let me see. Sam, right. You must be struggling and wondering why can't I just found her name though. So uh she if she's trying to get back in, she must be wondering why. Sam, you're still here. Oh good. I just clicked on your name and released you from the jail. Oh my god. Oh, that's good to know. All right, we can go on without any
Yay,
more
Sam's
hiccup.
still here.
Sorry?
I said, yay, Sam's still here.
Yeah. Um, I'm Nigerian, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with what Megan was wearing. All the important bits were covered. And although when you look at it from outside, it would look that way to people. But if you're indigenous, like if you're a Nigerian person, you understand. Like Abuja is 50% Hausa, which is like they have Islam mainly as their religion. So that's why you see a lot of the ladies with their hair covered and wearing the wraps. But they are tolerant of people who are not Muslims. So people who are not Muslims are not going to be covering their hair and doing all of that business. And an added layer to that is
I had a question about that though. I was wondering why didn't they give Megan the traditional female dress like they did Harry, including the wrap and everything?
Megan was given a few outfits. Let me see if I
But
have.
they
I have
made they
some
put they put the
photos.
outfit on Harry while everybody was watching.
Oh, I have some of the. I have some of the photos when she was being gifted, but I don't think it wasn't until the reception that they had.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't until the reception when they gave her. They literally gave her a suitcase of clothes.
No, I should have known that they were gonna do that. So I don't know why I
Mhm.
said that.
Yeah,
Yes.
they literally gave her a suitcase of clothes. So, let's see. This is, yeah, he was very engaged. And I think everyone, this whole event touched everyone in a way. It's got them engaged, thinking about things they probably haven't thought about for a long time. And that's the beauty of events like this. For once, you're not thinking about your problems, you're not thinking about what are we going to eat tomorrow, what are we going to wear tomorrow. You're just thinking about doing something to help somebody else. And
Yes.
uh, even the cameraman, everybody involved in this, for once, it's not about something selfish. It's about taking care of somebody else, doing something to help other people. So I really love that for them. They
Me
could
too.
not deny the fact that it was Megan mania. Megan was almost like if people could put her in their mouths and eat her like crackers, they would have done that. She was absolutely mobbed
Like they
by
said in
people.
America, you could sop her up with some biscuits and gravy.
She was absolutely mobbed by people. They could not get enough of seeing her. Let me see if we can share some of the photographs. So this is one of the dresses that she wore to the volleyball game, and they gifted them these scarves at the game. And she had this interaction with this young girl, tried to get her to smile, but I think the girl was so shy and she
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't smile. So Megan eventually teased a smile out of her and told the mother of the girl, "No, don't worry, Nigerian women, you would typically be so embarrassed." I told her, he says, "Don't look at me. I've given her good home training. I don't know what she's doing right now."
I know that's right.
Then you have Harry and Meghan attending the reception with the military families and the Widows Association. The atmosphere was absolutely electric. Just watching the videos, it was electric with the drummers and dancers. They had there the group, they call them the Atilogu group. So they perform all kinds of acrobatic feats, like what do they call these people? The cheerleaders. Where they do what do they call them when they climb on top of each other and make a wall of two or three people high. They do a lot of that in the Atilogo group. It is so well done. When I was getting married, I had them come in to do performances as well. It just leaves you endlessly entertained. Um, The audience then heard testimonies from the wounded warriors, including Lance Corporal Peacemaker. Peacemaker is a famous Nigerian Invictus participant, and he gave his testimony saying that it gave him purpose. Invictus gave him purpose, and his disability makes him realize that his disability doesn't hinder his ability, which is the whole point, right? Which is the whole point. Did you guys know that after the event, they did a 3D tour of the upcoming Nigerian Invictus Center, a soon to be haven for physical and mental rehabilitation, which was
Oh,
shared with the audience on a big screen. So they're already making plans for the future to show, because that's one of the requirements of the Invictus. They don't just want to do the games and after the games, everything goes back to normal. they want to leave a legacy behind after the games. So since Nigeria is campaigning for an opportunity to host the Invictus Games, they are showing that after the Invictus Games, we're putting infrastructure in place to maintain the legacy of Invictus Games after we are done hosting the games, which I thought was really great.
It was. You know what? They might. I think I put my bet in that they'll be the ones hosting either 29 or 31.
They are doing the work right now.
Yes, they are.
They are doing the work for that to make sure that that happens because I've never seen any. Anyway, Nigerians are like that. When they want something, they will go all out, do everything they can to get it. This is what I was talking about, the gifts that Megan was given. So she was given this green scarf, green silk scarf, military colors. So the green and white for Nigerian flag, and then the red, which is usually the sacrifice that the soldiers make in the course of war. The people you have on the stage with them are the chief of defense staff and his assistant, and the chief of defense staff's wives. They are assistants as well. And then Harry was also gifted this Adire shirt. Do you know what will blow everyone's minds and
What?
completely win everyone over? If they wore these outfits on their third day, I'm telling you.
That would be nice. Because I was just thinking, which is she gonna wear one of the outfits they gave her
Yeah,
on the last day?
they would almost have to beg to go home. They will want to
Hmm.
keep them in Nigeria, like stay one more day. Okay, make it
Let
two
me out of
days.
here.
Okay,
I
make
gotta
it
get
three
back to my
days.
babies. I gotta get back to my babies.
They would beg to leave, honestly. Well, yeah, if Harry comes out tomorrow wearing this shirt, it's over. It's done. All those aunties who are currently grumbling under their breaths, saying, um, "You're just welcoming this man. Well, Harry, welcome, but you didn't pay any bride price. Normally, he would not have to pay bride price because Megan is it's her maternal side that comes from Nigeria. So typically, uh, she would they would not have to pay bride price for her. You only
Oh, that's
pay
cute.
bride price to your father's side.
Mm.
Yeah. So typically, it wouldn't be a thing, but Nigerians, once they know you've got any kind of association, even if it is 0.5%, they want to take you over
Pay
completely.
up. Pay up. I'm sorry.
Mm. And this is another one. She, you remember, this is another outfit. She got a wine colored outfit. She got another one, a skirt and a blouse. Uh, and Megan was looking overwhelmed, like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, we just came to say hello and you're dressing
You
me.
know that's right. You need more color. Come on, color. You need more.
Like, look at all the women, they're carrying stuff. These are the things
Oh,
that
that's
they were
cute.
giving to Megan. And this person said, okay, we literally are showing out at this point. Instead of Harry paying us dowry, we are paying him. This is
There it
the
is.
thank you for getting our sister out of that bitter island dowry.
Oh, that's right.
I thought that was so funny. That was so funny. That and it's so true as well. Do you know the respect that Harry has in Nigeria right now? Like mad respect because he stood up like a man, like 10 feet tall. Mad respect.
That is so sweet. I love that comment.
For those people who are just joining us on this journey on our review of Harry and Meghan's trip to Nigeria, and you haven't subscribed to this channel, may I just invite you to join this vibrant community? Um, Over here, we don't just skim the news of the details going on in the media. We delve into the implications, analyze it, and sometimes even take action. So, whether you're looking for just updates, analysis, or you're seeking to engage, there's something here for everyone. If you have visited my channel before, but you have not subscribed, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do you recognize that tone? I am slowly coming off my Kendrick and
Your
Drake
rap
rap
entree, yes.
battle high. Hit
Well,
that
you know, there's
subscribe
a whole.
button now. Say,
I said you got to wean yourself off. Come on, you can do
yes,
it.
I am slowly coming off it. I felt like such a child, but it was it's a feeling that I haven't had in
Well,
a
you
long
know what?
time. Like
It's going off
enjoyed
into a
something.
whole different direction now because now they're getting evidence thrown out there so people can sue him that they
Mm,
say Kendrick is putting out. So
yeah, yeah,
it's going
yeah.
in a different
There's
direction
nothing
now.
to that bit, but the bit that was going to be a bit worrying was when I heard that there had been gunshots and all of this business. And the bit that you were telling me about that Tissa Tells was talking about on her channel about the website that Drake had set up to try and do all sorts of things to Kendrick. But even that holds no water because the thing is that Drake right now is just being a Karen because he lost the rap battle. Anyway, but do you know what? I had someone scold me in the comment section on my last video where I was talking about this rap battle. And he said, "Oh my God, you were talking about Kendrick and Drake. I didn't click onto your video so that you can talk about Kendrick and Drake." I'm like, oh.
But things overlap in the world. I mean, let's be honest. What this is a battle of good against evil. This
Right.
man had people backing him to have all that surgery to make him have fake abs, to put that beard on because he looks better with a beard, to give
Mm,
him a BBL, to have the mentality you got to put babies all over everywhere because that's what they do. They just put babies all over everywhere. I mean,
right.
he doesn't even know what being black is. He has no concept of it. He was raised as a rich, white, affluent Jew. So
Yeah.
he was back to do this. He was back. They're trying to take over and destroy hip hop. First, they try to destroy it by saying it's not anything. This is just garbage, garbage. But it got to be so big they couldn't do that. Then they decided they were going to infiltrate it. Then it was the Beastie Boys, and now it's Machine Gun Kelly and these white people. Now you got Eminem had the nerve to say that he is the greatest rapper, but won't nobody say it because he's white.
Yeah.
I guess he know now that he's not the greatest rapper after Kendrick
Well, he
proved it
fell
to him.
down.
Yeah, yeah. I guess he knows now. But the fact that he had enough heart to say it with his
And the
whole chest.
strategy employed by Kendrick and what's the name of the guy? Metro.
Hmm.
For days after, I'm telling you, in my sleep, I could hear that song. BBL
Hmm.
Drizzy.
Yeah, that was awful. But he deserved it. But what the writing person should understand is the same people that's ahead of those record companies that was helping Drake do this. They have owned banks in Africa. It's all connected together. Evil is
Yeah.
evil. So the same powers that are going after Meghan and Harry, evil is evil. It's the suppression of the black race because they can see that we're rising. So something's interconnected. Sometimes you have to step back and look at the whole picture. Because in this particular case with Kendrick, it's not just about the rap. It's a whole layer upon layer, just like Kendrick raps. It's in layers.
It was so smart and well done. It was so smart and well done, honestly. It was really so smart. So nobody tells me off again. Let me keep it moving. Hmm. Sometimes I am so worried when I'm going through and preparing the videos. I'm just like, if I say this, somebody's going to tell me off. And anyway, let's move on to this event. Did you guys know that this was an Archewell event? in Nigeria. It wasn't just that the ladies got together for a women in leadership event. It was actually an Archewell sponsored event. And she was able to get these two ladies, Mo Abudu, who is one of the foremost Nigerians, and Ngozi Okonjo Iweala on the stage. They are both extremely powerful women in Nigeria. So the lady in the middle, her name is Mosumola Abudu, professionally known as Mo Abudu. She's a Nigerian media mogul, philanthropist, and former human resources management consultant. She has been described by Forbes as Africa's most successful woman and rated as one of the 25 most powerful women in global television by the Hollywood Reporter. And if you do just Google her outside of this, you can see the reason why Megan would have wanted to meet her because she is also into what? She's also into media. So if there was ever a woman who Megan would want to meet in Nigeria and she had the opportunity to do so through an event like this, Mo Abudu is one of the ones. Her reputation is stellar, and she has had several crises in her life, but it's always all to do with something like activism, where they managed to bring her business down and then she picked herself right up and built herself right up again.
Which African country is she from?
She's Nigerian.
Oh, she's in Nigeria. Oh, okay.
Don't
Wow.
play with us.
Oh, okay. So Megan really leaned into her Nigerian heritage with this one.
Yeah, she's Nigerian. She is she uh let me see if I would go to her Instagram page. She inspires me actually as a Nigerian woman just trying to make her way in the world because as I said, she's had a lot of ups and downs and she has managed to build herself back up. She is in regular contact with the great magazines Vogue, Marie Claire. She's on the faces. She's has meetings with the Grammys. She's on a huge stage. So this is a great networking opportunity for Megan. And Ngozi Okojo, Ngozi herself is a Nigerian American economist. She has been serving as the Director General of the World Trade Organization since March 2021. And she
Mm,
is the first woman and first African to lead the World Trade Organization. Again, another influential woman and on a
wow.
cadre that is safe for Harry and Meghan. If there was any worry that I had for Harry and Meghan, it was that they would be connecting with the right people. But then I forgot that they had Nissan by their side, and he would know the foremost and how to get in touch, or someone who knows, because the people at the top, the pool for them is quite small. So he would know someone who would know someone who would be able to make that connection to make it happen for Harry and Meghan. There were 50 women in the room, and all of them are titans in their own right in different fields. Uh, just talking about the dress that Harry is wearing. See that? I'm about to start a rumor. Please.
Yes, Lord, no. Because you know the
Megan.
Rangers would go crazy.
So she was wearing a dress by a brand called Orire. It's a Nigerian designer, and it was established in 2021. It's to do with, she says, our manufacturing process prioritizes quality and we take pride in using sustainable fabrics, aiming to reduce harm through our productive process. Most of our products are produced in small batches at our studio in Lagos, Nigeria, while others are produced on a made to order basis to eliminate excess and allow flexibility to our customers by providing the option to customize fit. So she, as in her usual way of respecting the country of where she's visiting, has chosen to wear a Nigerian brand, which is great. Great, great, great. I expect nothing less. Do you guys know that the Orire site is no longer opening due to increased traffic? The website crashed after Meghan wore her dress.
She should have been ready. She should have been ready. She should have said, we got to staff up on some people.
So this is a photo with the women at that event. The person who I have circled in red is the current welfare officer for the Nigerian movie industry, which is kind of huge because they are on Nigerian movies is a developing industry in Nigeria, but they are currently on a lot of the streaming platforms like Netflix, wherever you can stream movies from. Nigerian movies are now on there, and they've got a lot of really great movies. If you've never watched a Nigerian movie before and you're interested in doing so, I can recommend a movie. If you've got Netflix, search out King of Boys 1 and 2. Fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. You wouldn't even believe it's a Nigerian movie. Even Nigerians didn't believe it was a Nigerian movie when they saw it. That's how good it was. Go ahead, and I recommend that movie. Uh, UK end. What can we do without talking about these people? We have to. I'm so sorry for those who are tender-hearted. This is my disclaimer to you. So, they are saying, what do Charles and William think about the Spencer's public embrace of Harry, which cast them in cold and unflattering light? Like, seriously, there needs to be a boycott of media in the UK. Because just because King Charles has decided that he's going to punish his son by isolating him, does that mean that his mother's family has to do that as well? What does that say about the freedoms guaranteed to the people of the UK in the Human Rights Act? That's why they're trying to destroy it, actually. They're trying to destroy the Human Rights Act so that there is no longer any freedom of association and freedom to protest and the that are guaranteed by law. Anyway, this is seems like the more they push it, the worse they begin to look, and eventually, as painful as it might be at the moment, it's going to turn out for good. It's going to turn out for good because people are watching. Harry and Meghan's star power is just increasing by the day, and their behavior towards Harry and Meghan is showing up as pitiful in contrast. Uh, this person said Princess Diana's family support for Prince Harry reportedly irked the palace. As the childish nitwits that they are, they were irked. And this is the best one for me. We're going into 44 minutes now, so I'm going to try to wrap things up very soon. King Charles has private meeting with David Beckham after being unable to meet with son Prince Harry. Oh dear. Oh dear. And royal family assistant who worked for Prince William and King Charles thinks that they should bite the bullet and ask Prince Harry to return. Return to what? So before we shoot off to the next segment, if we still have the time to do so, because I'm conscious of the time. Oh, what do you think about this story, Sussex Love? King
It's
Charles
just,
meeting with David Beckham after being unable to meet with his son. What do you think that that means for King Charles as well?
I think it means that he's just, the light is shining brightly on him like he's always wanted. But the problem is, we can see that he is such a pathetic, pitiful soul. I mean, he's jealous, he's envious, he's 70 something, he's acting like a 7-year old, like he's
Right,
having a tantrum. Look, we got Beckham. We don't need you. We don't need you. We got Beckham. Look. This is what I was doing. I was talking to him. I mean, this is just crazy. Crazy.
right.
They're literally actually crumbling before our eyes. It hasn't
Mm.
even been a year. How long has Elizabeth been dead? Has it been a year?
The Queen,
Queen,
right? Has it
yeah,
been?
how
It
long?
has been a year because I know they did the memorial the other day, and
Oh, okay,
that
they
was
did the memorial.
when. Do you remember when they went? It's going past a year now, I think.
I know none of them went to the memorial.
None of them went to the
I mean, they
memorial.
couldn't even figure out that they should go to the memorial. I mean,
Imagine that a queen who has been in on who served the country for over 40 years.
so now we know they, in their mindset, it's like, she's gone. La 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 la. He
Mm,
sold her dogs and horses. Wasn't it the day after she died? Didn't he sell her horses?
just ridiculous. Um, I think we have about 10 minutes left. Does anybody in the chat have any comments to make? We can take 10 minutes. If you would like to say something, you're welcome to go ahead to do so. I will drop the invitation for you to do so in the chat. If you want to make a comment or give your opinion on something, you're welcome to do so. But
I wonder if
um,
Lady Rose is still in the chat.
it doesn't seem like she is.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I wonder
Doesn't seem.
who was that. We should get some men to come into the chat. They never called. We gotta get some guys to start calling.
Men of quite. Lady Rose says she's exhausted. Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, okay.
I
She's
told them
crazy.
that you've been very busy, so I don't have too much expectation on you this time around.
We didn't mean to wake you from your nap, sweetie.
No, oh my dear, I'm so sorry you're going through it. But I am happy that you have a lot of support. At least you have some support to get you through this process of the home
House,
move.
honey.
Yeah, the house hunting. So it's all good. So,
Good luck. I forgot to say that for the house,
yeah,
honey.
go ahead.
No, I just forgot to say good luck in the house, honey. I forgot to say that.
Right, right. Uh, Lady Rose, get some rest.
Yeah,
Queen Daniel says, Lady Rose,
go
get some
go to
rest.
sleep.
Meghan was shown real love from Africa, unlike that evil royal family. Just my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Charles has lost his mind because don't he look crazy? Well, he's behaving crazy, that's for sure.
That is for sure. That
Ihoma
is.
says Ngozi is not American Nigeria. She was our federal minister of finance for 8 years. Those years were our best in recent years, economic wise. Are you sure she's not? She doesn't have an American passport. I think she does. That's why she's listed on. Anyway, I don't know. You might be right, but I'm not arguing with you. But I got this information from Wikipedia. That's because I looked into her history so that I could give accurate information while I was doing the podcast. But you might know better. So I defer to your superior knowledge if you are right. Um She remember what I was saying, Sussex Love, about when she was the minister and how she
I remember
directed
that.
the country. He said those years were our best years, best in
Hmm.
recent years, economic wise. When she left,
They may say that the she told the men what was, and the men didn't listen to her,
right,
and so
she
then when it
left
went
an
downhill,
infrastructure in place. She gave
right,
them roadmaps. She left.
and
Um,
then when it went downhill to the left, then they tried to go at her again and say we should have listened to you, but one more time, can you tell us? It's just crazy. With, one step at a time, I guess.
So now they're chasing their tail. They make ridiculous decisions. And then when it blows up in their faces, then they're looking for a way to correct the mistakes that they're making. So ridiculous. Looks to me like we may have to reschedule the archetypes quiz again because we're 2 hours in. Or am I being too considerate?
What did
To
they say
every
in the response in the chats? What do they want to do?
okay. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, we have the archetypes quiz to get to. Please let me know whether you would like us to continue on to the archetypes quiz. I'm conscious of the fact that this would be the second week in a row where we're skipping it. But if you feel like you've been on for too long, we've been on for too long, and you want us to postpone it till next week, then let me know in the chat. Okay? Let me know in the chat. If not, then I am Lady Rose is ready. She's like, let's do the quiz. After
She's
all, it
awake.
is
She's awake.
Saturday. After all, it is Saturday, right? So why
It,
not?
it is Saturday. She wrote yes, just in case we didn't understand her sentiment. She just wrote it out. Oh my God.
All right. So I am just going to do a short transition to the quiz. I just check that everything is okay, and we'll have that up in a second. Okay, cookies and cream, you are here. You're so quiet. You're so quiet. Let me get the quiz up. The funniest thing is sometimes when you're trying to do things,
You focus so carefully on each thing that you do, though. So that's what it is. But I can't. I was thinking about the archetypes quiz too. But I know Lady Rose is ready. She just gonna cheat anyway, so I don't even know. Just like she ain't gonna cheat. No, I'm gonna cheat.
What? Mm.
She says to open her mind. Okay. I think she's telling she's having trouble with her internet.
The internet is weak, she said. Okay. Okay. We've got
She said,
the
"Where's Cynthia Henderson?"
Cynthia is writing a book.
Oh, that's
And
right.
she
Her
said,
deadline is coming up.
yeah, she said the deadline is coming up, which means that it is absolutely possible that we would not um see her. It seems like everyone's got something going on at the moment. Must be all kinds of taxing to be writing a book. Uh let me um give me just 30 seconds. I need to go downstairs and get some water to drink.
It's okay. Oh, hi, Lady Rose. You laughing? You silly. Did I say hi to Gwen Daniels? Hi, Gwen Daniels. Oh, I can't see what you said, Lottie. What did you say about Angela Levin and Nana? Valanza, did you put B? What question are you answering, Valanza? Vonzola, I'm sorry. What question are you answering, Vonzola? You just gonna start with B. They ready. They ready to quit. She just put B. She don't care. She just go coming. Okay.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That is so funny.
It'd be funny if the first answer was B though. Oh, now Lady Rose talk about C. What are you doing? She hasn't asked the question, Lady Rose.
Oh my god.
I think they're giving you a hint because they
Yes,
want you
like
to
get
hurry up.
started already. Why are you wasting time? Oh.
Oh, now Karen talking about B. Y'all tripping.
Sussex love, I'm being nice, she says. Karen
Okay. Oh,
Stevenson.
yay. You're not cheating. Okay.
Okay. Right. I am.
Glenn said B. She going with y'all silly.
A
Now we
mess.
got confused what the real start is. That's what you did now.
Do you know what? I shouldn't have even put the quiz up on the screen and waited to do all the stuff behind the scene. But okay, you guys have already answered, so I don't need to read out what question one is because you've seen it on the screen, right? Where's
Wait
my
a minute. I
pen?
can't.
Right, so we are beginning the quiz now officially, not like the Sussex Love. You join them, and
I thought I was supposed to be trying to play too. Oh, I'm not supposed to. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to play too. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm on the. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, okay.
oh, oh my god. Yeah. All right, let's officially begin this quiz, which has already run away from me. And let's start with what was Megan's favorite TV show growing up? Uh, who started first? Lady Rose was she the first person to say C?
Yeah,
No,
but
it
that's
was
not the end.
Vonzola Adams. Okay, let's just assume that the question has been answered. Okay, I think that would bring uh
The answer is B though.
that would bring everybody is laughing in the chat. This is just funny. Right. All right. So we've got B. That's the answer to the first one. So moving on to the second question, and I'm setting my timer.
I think Gwen Daniels had B first.
Gwen Daniels said
I,
B. Okay.
I
Where?
mean, before it started, I think she guessed B before it started.
Gwen Daniels. Well, the first person on here I can see is Von Solar. Where is Gwen Daniels? Answer. Okay, no, it was Von Solar. This is Von
No, Lady Rose, it was not C.
Oh my goodness. You ladies. All right, question two. Setting my timer now. According to Robin Thede, in what context is it acceptable for her to call her friends the B word? A, when they were being rude. B, when they were looking good. C, when they were acting like a bitch. D, never. It's never acceptable. And
I don't remember that one. I'm just gonna-
nobody, I'm also laughing. It's just the biggie for the big. Okay. Angela says, Lady Rose, do you know what that is the answer for a fact? Let's find out what the answer to that question is. B, when they look good. So let's scroll upward.
D seems like it would be the logical answer. Oh, really? Wow. Wow. Maybe I
So,
didn't understand the question.
all right, let's move on to number three. What is the name of Robin Thede's HBO sketch comedy show? A, The Robin Thede Show. B, El Black Lady Sketch Show. C, Funny Ladies. D, Sketch Comedy Central. Starting the timer now. 30 seconds counting down.
Gwen said everything. She said everything stopped.
Lady Roses, I'm missing them all. You've been right now. I think she's just guessing.
Lady Rose, it's only the
Yeah.
third one. Calm down.
Right. Okay. So, what's the answer to this one? A Black Lady Sketch Show, which is B. Right. I think who's the first person? Okay.
Am I
Next.
not supposed to be playing?
Who?
I said, am I not supposed to be playing?
Oh, yeah, you are definitely.
Okay, I'll go because I keep forgetting if I'm not supposed to.
No, that's fine. According to Lucy Cook, what episodes does being feminine involve in the animal kingdom? A, being submissive and nurturing. B, being aggressive, promiscuous, and competitive. Ooh. C, being quiet and reserved. D, being a good mother. Lady Rose says I'm changing to D. Lady Rose, I think you might have to explain the reason why you're changing.
It ain't me no way. Don't even worry about
B, being aggressive, promiscuous, and competitive. Do you still want to change?
it. Yeah, now she wanna change to B
Oh dear. All
because
right.
everybody's going with B. She crazy.
Let's go to number 4. What university did Megan and Robin Thede attend? A. Harvard, B. Yale, C. Northwestern, D. Stanford. Setting the timer for 30 seconds. Okay, what's the answer to this one? C. Northwestern.
Lady Rose, you had it. Oh my God.
Oh dear. Oh, Lady Rose. Honestly. All right. Moving to the next one now. We're going to the 5th question. What did the cinematographer tell Victoria Jackson about her looks? A. She was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. B. She had great brains, beauty and brains. C. She had great brains, no beauty. D. She needed to wear more makeup. Mhm. Okay, what's the answer to this question? She had great brains and not beauty. Can you imagine working in an industry where it's okay to say that to somebody?
You
Lady
go, Lady
Rose, like
Rose. Go, Lady
seriously.
Rose. Don't change it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh. And how did Victoria react when the cinematographer made that comment? A. She laughed it off. B. She cried. C. She got angry and yelled at him. D. She felt insecure but tried to play it cool. Uh, she asked the question herself. She answered the question herself. Hmm. Vonzola, you've got a question mark. What's the problem? What's the question? Do you want me to go back or something? Cookies and Cream says D. Uh, Lady Rose is sure that she's got this one right.
All right.
And then to this particular question, she's got an A. So let's see what the actual answer is. D. She felt insecure.
Stop copying off people, Lady Rose.
Oh,
Okay, she got me in a silly mood. I'm sorry, everyone.
she says, Sussex love, you cheated from me. Honestly, I don't know. So the next one is how many siblings did Melody Hobson have growing up? A1, B3, C5, D6. D6.
Oh shoot, I forgot. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. Gwen says 3, which is B, and you say 3 as well. Lady Rose has marked her answer correct already. She says, let's wait for Sussex Love. She's waiting to cheat.
I've already answered the question, Lady Rose.
All right. The answer to the question is D6. So let's go back and see what you said. You said C. Lady Rose said D. Lady Rose, how did you know that? Because I know.
She cheated. That's how she.
How did you know that?
She copied off Von Zola.
Next one is what quote from The Art of War did Melody reference about how she approaches situations? A. Appear weak when you're strong. B. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sounds like a good quote. C. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Awesome. D. None of the above. All right, setting the timer up for 30 seconds. Let's see. Eh, okay. And hey, Angela is okay. Okay. Lady Rose says she's going with D. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Are you perfectly certain? Okay. D, none of the above. How did you know that? How did you know that? I think we are on the eighth one now. So, all about Melody at the moment. According to Melody, why do people often say to her, you're so much nicer than I thought you would be? A, because she's ambitious and successful. B, because she's a black woman. C, because of her background growing up poor. D, both A and B. Both A and B. Hmm. That was a very smart answer, though. Even though you guessed it, it was a very smart answer. And setting the timer. Okay, she said it just made more sense. Okay, let's see what the answer to this question is. Both A and B.
Makes sense. I knew BB would be at least part of it.
Hmm. Both A and B. All right, let's see. Wouldn't it be crazy if Lady Rose actually won this quiz?
Good for her.
uh, let's see. I'm trying to see who the winner of this one was. Hmm. Angela Simmons says, I'm not doing good. Oh, what happened? Didn't you listen to the podcast? Are you not? Swipe the answers from Lady Rose and you'll be fine. Mm,
She feeling herself now. Look at
yeah.
her.
She says you failed Sussex Love and she's laughing. Honestly.
Uh-huh. Well, watch my answer. Watch my answer. Watch my answer.
Lottie says, good night, everybody. Good night, Lottie. See you next one. Have a good night. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Ooh, did we
Good
get to the
night,
end already?
Lottie.
We did. We actually got to the end. Okay, so that was the last one.
Okay. Let's see.
So, hmm, well, do you know that for all you saying, did you say that you didn't listen to the podcast?
Who, me?
Hmm.
I listened to part of it, and then I
Mm.
remember some of it. But I did listen to part of it.
No, well, it shows that you're familiar because you won.
Oh, ah! Take that, Lady Rose.
And then we had Angela Thomas, who came up next. And then we had Cookies and Cream.
If Love Wins was here, we would be we would be back one. Everybody would be back one.
Because she would listen to it. She seems like one of those type of people who just likes to get things right.
Yes.
And I love
Hmm.
it. And Gloria, uh, behind the winners, also answered a couple of those questions correctly. Yeah. And we had Lady Rose, who was providing us with the most entertaining answers to the question.
Yes.
Okay. Well, glad to have fun with you ladies again this evening. Mm, that is all I have uh, for this evening's podcast. Um, until next time, That's all. For everyone who wants to leave, you can go ahead to do so now. I'm just going to go through the comments just to check on everybody. Lady Rose says, I was waiting for this for 2 weeks. So she. Oh, thank you all for being here. Thank you for stopping by to have fun with us this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you for enjoying the Sussex's trip to Nigeria with us. I'm so glad to be able to share the best of Nigeria, actually, is what we just saw. Because usually when they're talking about African countries, they usually show the worst parts of the African countries. If you were to believe the news reports, you would think that they don't have tarred roads, for instance, in Africa. But we just seen that they do actually have tarred roads. The people wear clothes, they live in houses, not in trees. And so, yeah, I am in the UK very, very proud. And they showed all the way out. Like, I'm sure Harry and Meghan, they have to buy extra luggage in Abuja just to take back all the things that they got from their hosts. And I love it for them. Love it. They're going to spend months probably mm, enjoying their new gifts from the Nigerian delegations and new relationships. Oh my God. In fact, I think for people who have been fighting by themselves for so long, it's going to be overwhelming, I think, to have so many new supporters close to them on board. So I just love that for them. I love the fact that they've got advisors who will give them guidance on who, how, and how to trust people. So I'm not even worried. Megan has the wisdom far beyond her years anyway, so I'm not even worried about that. Harry, I love it for him because he's being forced into a situation where there is a rising of a separate house. So I love that for him as well. A separate house of Windsor that is rising. He's being forced into it by the royal family, by the media. So too bad uh, that they refuse to bring themselves into the 21st century to realize that slavery is over and you don't make slaves of anyone. And slavery doesn't just include having people working on a farm as indentured slaves. Slavery means restricting the freedoms of a person without their consent. And that's exactly what they were trying to do to Harry and Meghan. What I find fascinating, though, is the fact that you've got people who believe in this lie. Like I was surfing YouTube earlier and I could see like all the hate channels, even though they can see the evidence of the success of Harry and Meghan's trip, they're still reporting the lies. And so that takes away credibility, doesn't it? Because if, oh, well, it's always taking away credibility. But to a certain extent, I think if you're one of those kind of people who was ever clouded in your what you were thinking about, like, oh, okay, is it that these people just have a different mindset? Is it that they just have a different belief? Is that the reason why? And that's why we call them monarchists, isn't it? But they're seeing evidence in front of them. Like Harry and Meghan's trip to Nigeria has been an all out success. What then could be the reason for you claiming or reporting on it negatively. Why? Because you are supporting a propaganda. You are supporting a propaganda. I am so sorry for the people who have to make that part of their lives. I'm sorry for people like Nana Akua. If they say Harry has burnt his bridges, Nana Akua has burnt the bridge, the sand, the flowers, the sun, everything. And it's showing. It's showing on her face. Like she looks like a ball of hate. And that has nothing to do with her complexion. Just look at her features. I saw a photograph of her as a young girl compared to her current physical appearance, and it is absolutely shocking. And it just goes to show you what hate does to any person. Anyway, thank you all for being here and joining me on this journey. Thank you for showing up here. I will see you again next week, Tuesday. Let me not say that because we're going to be talking about Harry and Meghan's trip in Nigeria day 3. So likely I will pop up here and talk about that. I might not safe, pray and don't peg and always hydrate. Love you all. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Bye now.